This is something I'm working on for an album this year. Thought it'd be a good one for the site. We've got some chicken picking, some open string riffs in the key of G. So you've heard it at full speed with the band. I'm going to play it nice and slow, but in tempo. Then we'll go through it note by note. And then we'll go through it with the metronome at full speed. And then I'm going to put that same jam along video back on, but we're going to play it 3 times all the way through. That's just a good way for me personally when I'm practicing to make sure I've got something under my fingers, is to play it back to back to back 3 times, especially when you have a nice short solo chunk like this that we're going to be looking at. Okay, so for tone, I've got just a little bit of delay on here, just a little bit of reverb, not much, and again, just a little bit of gain, not a whole lot. Nice trebly country tone with my pickup set all the way to the bridge. This is all tabbed out at 6stringcountry.com, so pull those up. That will help a lot. Here's how it looks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Let's go through this. First riff we've got is just going to be down here. This is over the G chord, so the chords are also written out on top of those tabs. We're just dealing with G chords, C chords, then back to a G chord, then over to a D, C, C minor 7, G, then it goes to a quick B flat, D, and then G. So we're kind of playing underneath those chords, and it's always kind of good and fun to understand what chords we're playing underneath to make these riffs make a little bit more sense. So this first riff is over a G chord. This is kind of a country riff that you hear from time to time. All right, so we're really kind of outlining this G chord. We're starting on the 2nd fret with the downstroke, hammer on the 3rd fret of low E, and then we're going to alternate our pick. Again. This time, do it again. And then go up to the open A string, upstroke on the 1st fret, 2nd fret, hammer on, and then open D string, upstroke on the 2nd fret, back off to open, and then to the G string, open. And then we're going to go 2nd fret of G, pull it off, slide up 2 to 4, pluck with our middle finger on our right hand, that 3rd fret of B, and then back down, 4, 2, open on G, 2nd fret, open of the D string. And that's the first 2 measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... All right, the 3rd measure starts the same way. That's all the same. Now we're going to get up to this 2nd fret of the A string. All right, this is the little turnaround going into the C chord. So we're getting out of that riff. All of this is all the same until we get to... All right, so we've got... That's all the same, all right, as the first time around, but this time we're going to go 2 all the way up to 7 on the G string, cluck that 6th fret of B, then 2 to 4, and cluck the 3rd fret of B. All right, so that's the whole G chord. Now we're going to move over to a C chord. So just to review, 1, 2, and 3, and a 4, E, and a... All right, now we're to the C chord, and it looks like this. let's get just that much. All right, so open G, first fret of B. We're going to pick the G string, cluck the B string, and then 3rd fret, pull off to 1 on B. We're going to cluck that, pull it off to 1, and then 2, 3 on G. Cluck that first fret of B. Now come 3, 2, open on G. Pick the 3rd fret of D. Open G, cluck it. 3rd fret of D again. 2, open, A, open, and that's that first measure of C. The second measure is this. All right, that's, again, C shape, right? We're going 3rd fret of A, open D, upstroke on the 1st fret, hammer onto 2, cluck. This time I'll use my ring finger on my right hand, the 1st fret of B, and then slide up 2 to 5 on D, and then 5 of B, 3 and 3, 2 of D, 1 of B. So that whole C section is this. Now we're back to a similar G riff. That's all exactly the same, right? To end it this time, moving to a D chord, we're going to do this. All right, so that's 3 on the G string, 3, 2, open, and that's a quick one. 3rd fret of D, open G, 3rd fret of A, bend, half bend, then open D string. The D riff looks like this. It's actually the same as that C riff, but we've got some open strings here. So we've got open D string, 2, 3, hammer on to 4. Then we're going to go over to the B string, 3rd fret. Now slide all the way up to 7, and then 7 of B, then 5 and 5, then 4 and 3. And then we're going to do the C, C minor, G, B flat, D, and back to G. Those are the chords going on underneath, and it looks like this. This is easier than it looks. We're getting our pick on the G string. We're going to be clucking this B string. So we're on 5 and 5 of G and B. And we're starting on that B string. We're going to cluck it and pull it off to 3 on the B string. Pick the G string, 5th fret, again. And then we're going to pause for just a second on that 5th fret of B. Now 4 of B, 3, and then 5 of G. That exact same thing, all down 1 fret. We've got a little color note there. This is not in the key, but it just adds a little color, and it's moving so fast it sounds kind of cool, at least to my ear. So we got the C here, C minor, G. And that's going to take us up to the B flat chord at the end of the progression. So for that, we'll do this. So we've got 3rd fret of B, which we're clucking, pulling off the 1st fret. Then 3rd fret of G, then cluck that 3rd fret and pull it off one more time on the B string. And now open D, this is over the D chord now. And then we're going to cluck 2nd fret, 1st fret of G and B. And then open, 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 D, G, and B. And then the little turnaround riff is 3rd fret to open on G. And then 1st fret of low E, and then 3rd fret, and then just sweep across the D, G, and B string to end it. All right, the one variation at the very end, when we do it 3 times in a row, just for fun, we end it like this. It's just a C over G to a G, which is 3rd fret, mute, 2nd fret, open, 1st fret, 3rd fret of high E. If you want, you don't even have to have that in there. It can just be with just the D, G, and B there. And then we just pull it off, make an open G chord. So, again, that's just to end the entire thing. Okay, so let's turn on the metronome. Let's play through this entire solo at full speed with just the metronome. Then we'll turn on the backing track and we'll play through the entire progression 3 times at full tempo with the band. 1, 2, 3, go.